Welcome everybody. What is going on? My name is Andres Martinez and this is my wife Luz Martinez, and this is the last code number 20, unlocking teleportation. My friends, we are about to go into a crazy journey today, and we're honestly like so flipping out right now because we can't even believe we're about to give you this specific codes, okay? My wife is literally like laughing because this frequency is just monstrous, okay? Like, she is going through all sorts of activations, and after this, we're gonna do the meditations. But she's been so kind to help me, and she is like, just handling it, my friends, handling it. Okay, so let's go into unlocking teleportation, okay? She's amazing. Okay, so number one, you're gonna form the astral doll. It's so funny, right? It's like the most serious one. She's laughing because I feel like we gotta be like a freaking child to understand these things, okay? Number one, form the astral double, okay? You're gonna just open the door. That's the first one. I'm actually gonna tell you the specific frequency that you gotta rotate your chakras on and the specific sequence so that you can form the astral double and open the door, okay? So the first step is that you're actually gonna visualize yourself going into this portal, okay? Her laugh makes me laugh. It's so interesting. So at first, you're gonna just imagine this specific door, and your imagination is not going to be able to relate properly to the visualization just yet. So you're gonna actually move your double and be able to highlight this specific sequence, okay? I wrote here, visualize every chakra mirrored on a radiant door. So when I teleported my ring and the times that I've used teleportation for objects, again, I haven't done this with a physical human yet. I wish I could just make my wife teleport right now to the other room, but I haven't tapped into that mastery. I'm still accumulating enough substance of faith, but I have teleported objects, and this is the way you do it. First, you're gonna ignite your second chakra. And again, this is all related and open with the Spirit of God that corresponds to it. In this case, the Spirit of knowledge goes first, then the Spirit of might, then the Spirit of wisdom, then the Spirit of the Lord, then the Spirit of counsel, then the Spirit of the fear of the Lord, and then the Spirit of understanding. And when you do it in this specific sequence, I don't have time to go into every specific number here, but when you do that, you'll be able to open the first door, and you'll actually see, and you'll feel like a specific click and a specific breeze and a specific lightness of it, and you'll actually see it, okay? Again, all of this, you can't even get into the right state because you do this at the specific transition between the second body and the third body, right where your chakras are going from 7 to 3. And you have to rotate each of these ones to the same rotation, like counterclockwise or clockwise, depending on how you're seeing it, okay? And each of these chakras, you're gonna be making them bigger and bigger in size, but respectively. So 2 first, and then it grows, and then 3, and then 6, and then 7, and then you're doing this in yourself, but you're visualizing it reflected in this mirror. Okay, number 2, you're gonna now align the exit key, which is a different activation. 1, 3, 6, 7, 4, 2, and 5. When you do that, you'll be able to open the second door because you gotta fix one point and then a second point, but in reality, there's not really here and there. You're collapsing the realities, okay? Number 2, you activate 1, 3, 6, 7, 4, 2, and 5. And then there's a corridor, like a hall that you're gonna see with a green light that sort of unfolds. And essentially, what you do once it appears, you gotta push yourself through and you seal in the spirit. You're gonna activate 7, 4, and 6. But now we're talking about when it goes into the 3 transition. I explained to you in the other video of the 13 subtle bodies how going from the second body to the third body, it's no longer the 7 chakra system anymore. The 7 chakra system goes into 3 main ones. And they have to be light up 7, 4, and 6 at the astral level, okay? That's how you seal it in the spirit. So you basically, once again, let's say I want to teleport this to the other room. I would get into the void, then I would go and tap into my first sequence as I'm seeing my astral double holding the ring in my visualization, going 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 1, 5 in the door, rotating them. The door will open, and then you see the finish line or the point where you're gonna move it. So let's say the other room, like I did. And he goes 1, 3, 6, 7, 4, 2, 5. Notice that the first chakra and the second one are the ones that are inverted. Everything else pretty much stays the same. And then the door will open, the second door, the exit key. And then the corridor is gonna actually just unfold, and it's gonna look like a green light. And you're gonna push through using the energy of the 7, 4, and 6. That's the energy you use to like seal it, and you push through and you go through. My friends, let me tell you something. These mysteries might seem like Chinese for a lot of people because it's so abstract. If you have not gone through all the other 19 codes to understand the technology. And really, when you just look at the dynamics of teleportation, or you look at the dynamics of telekinesis or levitation, really a child can do it because it is not complex in and of itself. It's more like I'm giving you the actual language with the laws to explain what is actually happening. But when you look at just the process, because you can visualize, and you can visualize with the substance of faith like a child. And you can literally just open the door, open the second door, have the right energy to just go through and push through all the way to 1, 2, and 3. These steps, my friends, will completely transform the way you even see time and space, because it's one of those things where it's impossible to describe in linear language. And so again, like, there's a full rite of passage for this, and there's a lot of other things involved, but again, this is just a taste of it. This is what I can put together in a free class like this, because again, there's some of the egregors that we're not gonna depreciate in value by just giving it to everybody and exposing this frequency to unbelievers. And so it's like certain things have to be kept secret so that it holds the specific power and the specific appreciation. People sometimes ask me, why do you charge $350,000 for the initiation? And here's the thing. Even Jesus said, if you cannot be trusted with the unrighteous mammon, with the unrighteous money, who's going to trust you with the true riches? Because there is a correlation between being able to be a good steward of money and being able to create a level of resources needed so that you can put that same energy into receiving these codes. So as a matter of fact, even if I gave you everything for free, you wouldn't implement it because you haven't invested the right energy, which is money. Money is energy. It's just a tool to receive, because giving is receiving. And if you sow very little, you're gonna reap very little. So you're tapping into this law even when you're trying to connect with the specific egregor so you can get this information. But again, it's not just information, it's knowledge. And knowledge is power. And energy derives from power. But not all power, not all energy is created equal. So all of these things, again, if you're just trying to do it like, I'm just going to visualize, but hey, maybe like if you have faith like a child, like maybe there's one person out there that maybe is not even going to pay me ever money, and it's just going to implement every single thing and do it. And then just reporting comments like, I tried it and I did it and I teleported my pan from here to the other side of the room. It can happen. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but it's very, very unlikely. That's why I have those 2 levels of implementation, where you can go into the $12,000 program, like a 60-day accelerator where I can teach you some of these supernatural codes, and I can teach you how to make $100,000 in a day, how you can generate that kind of money in a single day, how to craft and package your genius, and how to launch your 60-year offer. I can help you do all that. And I have the time carved for it and the right energy exchange to do it, so that you can accelerate and embody your high feminine. But again, this is just a stepping stone so that you can do the initiation for 1 full year and then 1 year of integration, so I can actually teach you everything. And I got 2 spots for that one for $350,000. But again, if this is too crazy, you can start your journey by coming inside the supernatural community, which is only $4.99. And you can start your journey this way, get access to all the replays of these classes, and start implementing some of the meditations and get inside a like-minded community. It's literally almost free. I made it like this because so many people are waking up. I need to build a bridge for each one, so that hopefully those inside upgrade and go inside the Wealthy Soulmate, which is one of our signature classes that go with the main 4 pillars: the faith code, divine union, heroes gamos, the mysteries of the bridal chambers, the mysteries of sex, the mysteries of the high masculine, high feminine, and also how to, just make multiple 6 figures without a sales call, without sales funnels, without complication, without ads. All of this, we go inside the Wealthy Soulmate Mystic for $2,222. So again, each one is designed to move you and propel you into the next level of power and authority. All right, my friends. So again, unlocking teleportation number 1, you form the astral double and you open the door using this key. Number 2, you align the exit key and you open door 2 through visualization and having the right sequence and moving, like I said, rotating your chakras the same way, all of them, being able to do that consciously. I talked a little bit about that in true visualization, about how to receive an image and how to give an image. And then finally, you seal in the spirit and you activate the 7, 4, and 6 at the astral level. And then that energy allows you to move through the corridor. And then, as a general rule of thumb, always destroy and close everything so there's no weird portals that you open. Never do any of this stuff without the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Do not mess with anything that is in the energetic or quantum field, just like trying to do it if you're not wearing the full armor of God, if you don't have Jesus' approval, because again, all of these things, there's a right way to do them, and then there's a way to just be curious about it and just be, trying to get some kind of experience. And there's all kinds of nasty beings in the astral, because we don't have power and we don't have fight specifically and war, but with principalities and with rulers and with the heavenly host, as it says in Ephesians 6:12. So you gotta make sure that you're protected and you're wearing the full armor of God, and that Jesus is actually calling you into this path. Again, this is only for the 1% of the 1%. Most people will see this and think I'm crazy, think I'm just selling air, think I'm just making stuff up. But if this is for you, make sure that you enter. All right? Comment supernatural, and I will see you on the next one. God bless, my friends.